Hey, what's happening, Facebook? Welcome to another edition of Messages in the Madness. It's yours truly, Longhorn the Comedian. What's happening? How you doing? What's good? How was your week? All that. What's going on with you? I appreciate y'all stopping by, stopping in, saying hi, hey, what you up to? There's nobody watching at the moment, but I'm sure that there's going to be somebody watching. Usually it's the FBI, but that's a whole nother story. I don't know why they're watching. They can just talk to the CIA and get the same information, but that's what it is. But hey, what's happening? I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys have had a great day, a great weekend. It has been absolutely beautiful here in St. Louis this weekend. Absolutely marvelous. It has been marvelous, I tell you. Absolutely marvelous. Uh, Yesterday was windy. Today was really pretty nice. Yeah, it was. And celebrating. Dallas Cowboys won and Kansas City Chiefs won. That's what's up. I haven't checked the score, so I don't know if the Saints won. So if the Saints won, I'm 3 for 3. So that's always cool too. So hey, do me a favor. As you come in, make sure you say, hit the like, hit the love. Let me know that you're here. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, James. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for stopping in. Always appreciate y'all. You know I do. And it's been a good week. I was on the road this week. Drove to Drove, let me see, I left St. Louis and I drove to Kansas City, stopped there, well, Liberty, Missouri. Left there, drove to Grand Island, Missouri, where I had a flat, but ended up getting a flat tire between where I call Hell and Null, Missouri, because I was out there in the middle of nowhere. So you got a man out there. I'm dressed relatively nice because I'm doing my day job thing, driving a Mercedes. Nobody offered to help me. Nobody. So I get the tire on, driving back 20 miles back up the road to Quick Lane, and they patched my tire, got me back on the road. So I made it to Grand Island. Do you guys know why they call it Grand Island? Do you? Grand Island, Nebraska. You probably never even heard of it. But I thought it was called Grand Island because it was just surrounded by corn. But actually, it's surrounded by a river. Yeah, there's a river that goes around it. So they call it Grand Island, Nebraska. So, hey, Miss Moore, good to see you. So anyway, did that, drove back, stopped back in St. Joe, Missouri, stopped back in Kansas City, came on home. So that was my week. But I did get to do some comedy. I went to the Comedy Club of Kansas City, stopped in there, saw my buddy Dustin, and there was open mic. He goes, "Hey, Longhorn, would you mind opening the show?" I'm like, "Huh?" He goes, "No, no, no. Yeah, I know you're not an open micer, but it'd be good for some of these new." He said, "We got a lot of new comics, and it'd be good for them to see a veteran. You know, um, it'd be good for them." So I did. So and it was fun. I always have fun on stage, so that was great. So make sure you hit like, hit love. Let me know that you're here. Come on, James. I know you didn't do it. There's more. I know you didn't do it. Come on, hit the like, hit the love. I see 70 y'all watching, and I only got like 2 likes and 1 like and 1 love. So anyway, it's been a good week. It's really been a good. I can't complain. I mean, I just really can't complain. As you see, I'm in a pretty good mood and everything. I went back out to the comedy club last night to where'd I go? Backdoor Comedy Club. So I'm going to be headlining there. Yes, if you guys are in the area, I'm going to be headlining there, November 12th and 13th, the weekend of the of Veterans Day weekend. And then on the 14th, I get on a plane that Sunday morning. And I fly to San Diego. Kind of excited. I'm getting an award. Yes, for doing some shows during the pandemic over Zoom. So I'm kind of excited about that. So, like I said, hit like, hit love. Let me know that you're here. And without further ado, I am going to get into the message for the day. And my message is not hard. It's really very, very simple. I put it up on my Facebook page, and and it's the title of the show tonight. And the title of the show tonight is da, 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 "For every negative, there is a positive." There is. And I spoke about it this week on my Facebook page. I I listed the things that happened to me in that one day. Not only did I catch a flat tire that day, let me get it back up here on the screen. Um, Not only did I catch a flat tire, man, let's see what else happened. I Let's see. Granddaughter's texting me. Got the flat tire. Got to my hotel. they had turned away 3 other people before me while I was standing there in the lobby trying to get rooms, but my room was already paid for. So it was a negative that they were sold out of rooms. It was a positive that I still had a room. My credit card got declined, but the positive was I had another one. And I'm gonna use one more example. The the hotel had very thin walls. The person in the next room to me snored so bad it sounded like 3 grizzly bears locked in a garage with no light fighting over one steak. The positive about that is I had a bed to sleep in. So I did. This was one of the reasons why I came with this message for this week, because these days you hear so many people being negative about so much. And I know that there's a lot going on, but man, people just, I mean, it's just woe is me, or what the hell, or why the hell, or, they just, they complaining about stuff that they can't fix. And me, I'm a big believer in why complain about something that you can't fix. What's the point? Complaining about it ain't gonna make a change. It's not gonna fix it. Okay, yeah, you go to a restaurant, you get a bad steak, they're gonna give you another steak, but you still got to pay for it. You still gonna have to pay for it. In some cases, yeah, you can't go in, you complain a lot, and they can tell you, never mind, the meal is on us, thank you, get out. But that negative just became a positive because you got a bad steak, but then you got to walk out without paying, which is not good for you. I mean, it may be good for you, but it's not necessarily good for the people who run in the restaurant because they still got to make money too. So I wanted to talk about that. I used to tell my kids all the time, they complain about this or what was happening in their lives or what was bothering them. And they'd say something like, there's a good way to put it, negative Nellie's toxic. Yeah. But they say stuff like, this is bad or that's bad or dad, I want to go to school in St. Louis. Yeah. Okay. No, you don't. And I would explain to them why, but I would tell my kids, when you think you really got it bad, just look left and then look back right. And then start looking back towards the left. And by the time you get center, you will see somebody who has it worse than you. And when you hear your kids repeat things, a piece of information that you shared with them back to you, it really makes you feel good as a parent because it means it's sunk in. Like you driving to work in your crappy car. Okay. What about that person that you just drove by standing on the bus and it's 20 degrees outside and snow's falling? You think your situation is bad. You complain about your job, which I do not understand this for the life of me. I don't understand why people complain about jobs that they took. I don't understand that. You applied for the job. They called you and interviewed you for the job. You said, yes, I will come to the interview. They interviewed you. They offered you the job. You took the job at the money that they said that they was going to pay you. Why are you complaining? Now, that's the negative. Here's the positive. You got a job. What about those people who can't get jobs for whatever reason? What about, you got a full-time job that you may not like? What about those people who are wishing they could get that job that you have that you don't like? Think about that. Yeah. James says negative on the way the veterans are treated, but do what I can to help them turn it back. There you go. I mean, and we're going to get to that, James. Vincent, good to see you, sir. Thank you for stopping by. You got to we got to stop all this complaining. Because honestly, like Vincent said, negative Nellie's is toxic. And he's right. Who really wants to be around negative people? If you want to be around negative people, let me see your hands. Show me your hands. Yeah, I didn't think so. And I got a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, who grew up in a negative environment. And I see them every day work hard at being positive. And I think that is so awesome because I grew up in a negative environment. I grew up in an environment when I had people telling me that you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit. Just like your mama, you ain't gonna be nothing. Well, I'm not saying I am everything, but I'm not what they said that I was gonna be. And that's that negative thing. And we've got a lot of people who unfortunately are still spreading negativity throughout our communities, throughout our families, throughout our relationships. People are just dropping that negative vibe, and then they wonder why they're not being invited to the barbecue. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you 6 ways. I did some research, as I always do. Yes, I do. On the internet, I found one list that said they had 32 ways to turn things into from a negative to a positive. I'm like, give me 32 ways to turn $1 into $1,000,000. How about that? But I found 6 ways for you to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive. Hey, Julie, one of my favorite people from New London. How you doing, lady? But I found 6 ways to turn a negative into a positive. Check it out. The first one, and you guys know I know this one too well, laugh. I love to laugh. Uh, Laughter, that is all cliches. Laughter is medicine for the soul. Laughter, heals. Laughter does a lot of things. Okay. I tend to laugh when I get upset, and then I start crying. And then furniture starts moving, but that's a whole nother thing. Make sure you hit like or love when you come in. Let me know that you're here. But the first one on my list is laugh. If something upsets you, find the humor, like the toothpaste mess. Like you make a mess with the toothpaste. Laugh it off. Smile to yourself. Change your shirt and keep it moving. It's the little things that can make or break you and your day. Remember that. It's the little bitty things. It's just like people with, well, I'm not going to get into that one. Second one, smile. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. If you go back to my Facebook page, you'll find, look at old pictures of me. I did not smile. I did not smile. I'll tell you why I didn't smile. I didn't like my smile. I had a gold tooth in my face. Yes, I did. For many years. Um, what happened was I had an accident when I was a kid, broke my 2 front teeth while I was in Boy Scouts. Well, the military, I was a military brat, so they were calling themselves taking care of my teeth and put caps on them. I ended up having an accident and they got knocked out. Got a car accident and they knocked my caps off my teeth. So I got my teeth fixed by a physician, by a dentist, and I had a gold cap put on it. And that was the thing. It was an open face gold. It was supposed to be cool. I had an open face gold too. But as I got older, I realized I didn't like it, and so I quit smiling. And then after I got that gold tooth removed, you guys see me smile all the time. I love the smile, but smiling is the second one on the list. Even if you have to force yourself, get in front of a mirror and make your face smile. Just do it. You know, yeah, you'll thank me later. Smiling is so cool, and it will change your whole disposition. Number three, look around. See that everything really isn't that bad, and it's not. It could be worse. You could be dead. How about that one? I mean, I don't mean I'm sorry to go to that extreme, but you're not. And you got an opportunity to see tomorrow. Like I said the other day about, when matter of fact, at my son's wedding, when I was giving him away, I said, hey, today, marriage is going to be just like today was. There's going to be some rain, and there's going to be some rain. There's going to be some sunshine. You're going to have more sunshine than rain because everything ain't all bad. So see that everything really isn't all that bad. There is life all around us. But take it in. Just take a few moments and watch your surroundings. Think about what other people have going on in their lives, and then think about how something so small as spilling toothpaste on your shirt truly is a very small ordeal that can easily be dismissed. What about, people go, oh man, they messed up my food. Oh, Jesus Christ. They ready to throw it, they ready to toss the table, and it's food. They'll bring you some more. Man, the mailman put somebody else's mail in my mailbox. What is wrong with him? Just take the mail out. and put it on top of your mailbox. You'll get it tomorrow. Just right on there, wrong address. Or just be a neighbor and walk it across the street because it's not that serious. James, you're absolutely right. It's not always about you. You're absolutely right. And I have to be reminded of that sometimes. Um, Number 4, it's just a moment in time. Remember that. It is. It's just a moment in time. Whatever situation you're going through, no matter how big or small, is just a moment in time. A moment that presented itself to you and will pass. Yes, it will. Yeah. It's like constipation. Eventually, you're going to let it go. You know, it's up to you how you decide to handle things. And one of my favorite sayings is you got two choices in every situation. You can deal with it or you can deal with it. Either way, you're going to end up dealing with it. You're going to deal with it in the positive, you're going to deal with it in the negative. You're going to deal with it by dealing with it and moving forward. You're going to deal with it by saying no and walking away. But it's going to get dealt with. And you have to realize that this is just one moment in your life. And then, two, look at this. Look how far you have come in your life. So, if everything that you have been through in your life has prepared you for whatever is going on right now, you know how to handle it. You already have the answer. So, turning that positive into turn that negative into a positive is not that hard. Excuse me. So, number 5, tell a joke, read a joke. In the 21st century, jokes are at our fingertips, and they are. You can get on the internet. You can get on the internet and read all kinds of stuff. You can get on my Facebook page and look at some of the dumb stuff I put up. There's comedy and laughter everywhere. So they said when something gets bad or, you're upset, find a joke, find a reason to laugh, find a reason to smile, find a reason to get past it. Yeah. And I just thought that was so ironic. I'll tell you this. I was doing a comedy show downtown St. Louis at the comedy club down there. It was called House of Comedy. And this woman comes up to me after the show. She says, "Thank you." I'm like, "You right?" She said, "Oh gosh, you guys are so funny. I really appreciated it. I don't know why I came out, but I saw this flyer for the show tonight, and I said, I'm gonna go out and do this." I'm like, "Okay, well, hey, I'm glad you came out." She goes, "No, you don't understand. I was gonna kill myself tonight." And some said, "Do this." And she looked and she said, and long story short, she didn't do it because she came and found somewhere to laugh. And she realized probably all 5 of these things on this list. She came out and laughed. You know, she heard some jokes. She realized what she was going through was just a phase. It was just a moment in her life. She looked around and she saw that life really wasn't that bad. She smiled and she laughed. She turned a very negative situation into a positive. And we have to do more of that. Because these are trying times that we're living in. Very trying. Julie, thanks for asking about my hand. It's a brace I wear. I not only do I have tennis elbow, I also have golfer's elbow, and I don't play either one. I hurt myself when I was working at Firestone, so I have to wear it every now and then. Um, yeah, for my hand, because otherwise my thumb all the way up to my shoulder just goes numb. It's really kind of weird. So, but I put this thing on and it helps. And then too, when I slap the grandkids, it keeps my wrist straight. Yes, right there. Yes. So no, I don't slap grandkids. So that's my message for tonight. I've talked a little longer than I normally do, but try to find the bright side to everything because there is. You know, it don't have to be negative. It don't always have to be negative. And trouble don't last always. But the thing about it, though, is you have to be willing to find the bright side. You have to be willing to go to a better place. And that part's on you. So, God loves you. I love you. You know I do. Take care of yourselves, respect yourselves, be good to yourselves. Hug them kids, love on them kids, spoil them kids. Yeah, respect our vets. I'm Longhorn. God bless y'all.